leather, we're underway here at Yeoman. Back deep, Amari Jones will watch that sail over his head. We'll get the ball to the 25 and bring out the former Kansas State Wildcat Jonathan Banks and Jatavian Tolles. Right now, though, Darius Bradwell will start the game at tailback. Banks is going to keep it, and Banks gets a good block downfield and runs it for about 12, almost 13 yards on the opening play of the game. This time he'll fake to Bradwell. Toss out's going to be caught by Darnell Mooney. Mooney will have a first down and thrown out of bounds at around the 43-yard line in Tiger territory by Jacoby Francis, who's starting over Tito Wyndham at corner tonight. The former South Alabama Jag is not starting at left tackle. The handoff here to Hutterson, and Hutterson, the third running back already used in this game, gains 11 and another first down on 3rd and 10. They go to the ground. Dorsey is on the stop and into the tailback. Fake to him, over the middle, there's Mooney one more time. And he's trying to get inside the 10. There's a giant scrum, and they end up at the 9-yard line. 2nd and goal, touchdown, Green Wave. Corey Dauphine, for the 4th time this year, finds the end zone. Here for -2 yards, and an onside kick is attempted. And it's looked like recovered by Memphis. Willie Fritz told us he was going to mix it up. He did, but it backfired, and the Tigers will get field position at the Tulane 47. The recovery made by Austin Hall.
Well, that's one way to keep it away from Tony Pollard, and a very heads-up play by the nickel safety.
Arizona State Sun Devil Brady White. And there goes Henderson, and he could score on this play right here. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Tigers. Straight ahead. Oh, it's going to be a first down, and it's going to be 6 points. Touchdown, Darius Bradwell.
What makes him a complete back. Hardest working guy.
Yeah, he has 6 catches on the year right there, and a perfect slant delivery. Taking off is John Williams, and Pop is tripped up at the 37-yard line with a touchdown-saving tackle by Donnie Lewis Jr. Doesn't. This is Patrick Taylor on the carry. He's not going to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tulane read that really well. Tackle made by Zachary Harris, a redshirt senior from right here in New Orleans. It'll be 4th down and 12. A lot of spin on this from Williams. And spins all the way into the end zone. Carries. Little dump off here. Hutterson's got a lot of room to run down here. He's going to get a first down and get close to midfield. I tell you what, Jonathan Banks, Kelly, we talked for 2 days about decision making, and right now he looks like he's the smartest guy in the room. Banks under pressure, and he is sacked. Joseph Dorcius, the redshirt sophomore, Dorland Dorcius' younger brother, comes in with his 3rd sack of the season. And now it's 3rd and very long, about 15.
You've pulled it because you have a pass option outside that will get the ball out of your hand right now. Just take a look at how long Banks holds this.
As the tailback. That's the first time that he has targeted someone other than Mooney. It's Charles Jones II making his return after been in and out of the lineup. Redshirt senior out of New Orleans. It's a very short gain. It'll be 4th and long. A wobble on this. Williams calls for the fair catch, and the Tulane defender right in his face mask makes the catch at the 15-yard line. One is red on top of black. Henderson, nothing. He actually ran into his own tackle, Roger Joseph, who was just stood up by the Tulane middle of the line. He's going to lose a couple there. On 3rd and 5. There's Magnifico, the tight end. He can move, by the way, for a big guy. Look out there at the 40-yard line, trying to jump over Will Harper, who's back in the game. It's a gain of 13 for a very good tight end out of Cordova, Tennessee.
Wasn't very good coverage for 3rd and 5. Magnifico sets down with the receiver uncovering him by going to the flat. And
now on 3rd and 14. White tripped up, sacked, and the Green Wave defense rising up. Patrick Johnson, the former Golden Domer.
And it settles in like a turnover.
And you don't get the turnover beads either.
Good point.
Robertson's going to take this punt, and I don't blame him, because if he lets it go, it could have gone well inside the 10-yard line and really given the Green Wave some poor field position. Quick throw. In and out, incomplete. Would have been close to a first down if Taron Unclot had been able to hang on. He was well covered by
true shutdown corner on the outside.
That kick is still going, and actually snuck out, I think, inside the 30-yard line. Ryan Wright really bailing out Tulane with a spectacular punt. Going under center is White. They do give to Henderson. Can he get 4? Doesn't look like it. He got 3. Zachary Harris, number 40, playing an inspired game for the Green Wave at linebacker. And it will be 4th down and a yard. Got a wobble on this one. Fair catch called for by Robertson. He'll make that catch at the 26. We quickly want to thank our friends at Krabby Jackson. Pressure from Memphis. Banks started to run up the middle. I don't know how he made that move to have a chance at a first down, which he got. And he's still going, gets into Memphis territory. I thought for a moment he was going to be wiped out by the defense, but he made a great move in traffic. First down, Green Wave.
Isn't Cam Newton number 1?
Wow.
He reminds me a little bit of a smaller Cam Newton. Big body guy for college football, and he's a long strider.
Fake to Hudderson. Banks under some pressure, being chased and caught from behind by Bryce Huff. The junior from Mobile, Alabama, now 4 sacks on the season.
Bryce Huff was actually blocked initially by Tyler Johnson, and he just blows past him, and that's one of those areas that Jonathan Banks just did not see. Coming from the backside.
Banks, as a receiver, come back to the ball. And despite the best efforts of T.J. Carter, a solid catch made that time by Jacob Robertson coming. And then I hate to admit it, but I could do about an hour and a half on it. In the meantime, Memphis is going to get a big sack here. Banks was wiped out. Bryce Huff again. Joseph Dorcius was in there. Huff has been a menace in the last few minutes for this Memphis defense. One correction, both teams have 2 timeouts remaining as Darius Bradwell gets the handoff. Bradwell, 35, makes a couple of great moves and gets to the 30. And this leaves an interesting decision here for Willie Fritz. This game, they're down 7, could get worse. As Stephon Hudderson gets to the 15, gets to the 10, gets to the 5. Big collision at the goal line. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the goal line with 7 seconds remaining. Power formation. Look out! Huff again ruining the play. And an immediate timeout called by Tulane. Now we have 4 seconds remaining. He had a little hook on that, and he drilled it. Perfectly done.
Be what you continue to see out of Tulane.
Oh, here's a fake to Pollard. Now White's going to keep it. Going to go down and take the underneath pattern. And that's going to be completed for a first down. That was a great job by White. That pocket collapsed. He made room for himself, and that's going to be a first down on a tremendous catch by DeMonte Coxie. He's having a terrific season. The redshirt Henderson lines up in the slot on this 3rd down and 9. Going to go line. He got past the defender and makes a great adjustment on the football. What a play by Henderson.
Linebacker and Zachary Harris, and then makes a tremendous adjustment on the ball. That was that.
We'll take a shot instead. Overthrown. Memphis is going to get great field position. Carter in coverage that time against Unclot. They went after the best corner cover for the Tigers and come up empty. Now I'm definitely booking it.
Rogers Redding is now in with us on that too, since I mentioned Vignes.
Yeah, he says
Zachary Harris blew that play up.
A loss of 3. So now, and then again, the play is ruined. Before it even gets started, Cameron Sample steps up with a sack back to the 35-yard line. And it's 3rd down, as the old expression is, forever.
Well, Drew Kaiser was the center that was the personal escort after the fake to lead Brady White out.
Going to go underneath. That's Coxie, and that will get nothing, and he will get finished off. Once again, Zachary Harris is involved in the play, and then Robert Kennedy came over to finish it off. But Harris, number 40 for the Green Wave, is having a tremendous game tonight.
Tulane did that.
Well, remember this moment in the game. Tulane here can manage this punt, and they're going to pick up about 4 or 5 very hard-earned return yards that time by Robertson. But
go get them.
Going to run to the left this time and racing from behind. We talked about Tulane and Zachary Harris. Let's talk about Memphis and Bryce Huff, number 55, who's made another great play.
Yeah. You're always right if you slow it down.
Pretty much the same play, only this time with Ancalad, and it's close to the marker. Francis in there on the stop. But not on this first down. You're going to lose a couple that time.
Guess who that is?
Yep, that's Huff in there again, 55, and now a little pushing after the play. Block comes in to handle the punt. Memphis almost got a piece of it. This is high and spinny and beautifully fielded by Tulane to the 5-yard line. And that pass comes up empty. That was a tough series for Brady White. Got a lot of height on this kick. Fair catch signal made. 44-yard line for the Green Wave. Their best starting field position. We'll be back.
It's coming.
Left-hander. Gonna fire. Got his man Mooney. Mooney's got some room to run. 25. Mooney in a foot race. He'll win it. Touchdown, Tulane. Barely over 200 total yards. White, look out here! That could be a fumble. It is ruled a fumble on the field, and we are going to get a safety.
We're also going to get the turnover beads as this holds up, and I believe it will. We talked about the defensive coordinator, Jack Curtis, is just teeing off on this Memphis offense.
It will be Dauphin trying to get to the edge. Plays off a block. Dauphin, if he gets around the corner, he is really fast. 15, 10, forget about it. He's going to score.
198 total yards, only 39 rushing. Are you kidding me?
No, they're not going to get any here. They're going to drop back a couple on that because that goes off the rushing stats. Brady White is sacked. 5. Just enough from Robert Kennedy to take him down. Robert went through that like an apple.
No kidding. Robert Kennedy, our hidden talent tonight, or apple eater. I wonder how that's going. This actually looks a little bit like Olive Songapolu from Wisconsin. Led by 60%.
Long throw. Coxie makes the grab. 24 brings the tackle. Can he get to the first down marker? Boy, what a big hit from teamer number 2 to keep him short of the first down. The lower part of your pick. Turnover on downs. Lewis was in coverage against Coxie. Big shift here by Memphis defensively. Not a problem. 6 more for Tulane. Bradwell walking in. A lot of it having to do with Tulane. Here they come. Going after Brady White, who's going to take off, and he should have the first down here as he dives and makes it. He saw the open field, picked up a dozen there. Patrick Johnson was in pursuit by giving them 15 free ones, and that's what happened there. White, he's got a man open here. Down to the 15, down to the 5, and inside the 5. Looking at Pollard. Touchdown, Tigers. 7:05 remaining in this one, and Memphis has cut it to 40-20.
Kind of learn personalities of teams.
There's the onside kick, fielded expertly by Tulane at the 46-yard line. Very quickly grabbed there by Roderick Teamer.
Here tonight.
So here on 4th down, but really with Memphis out of timeouts, essentially be the ball game. And didn't make it. So a turnover on downs. Bryce Huff, we haven't called his name in a while, but he comes up with another big defensive play. They got their 7th sack after all. And that time, it was Carlos Hatcher, a freshman out of Carrollton, Texas, coming in. So
Worked all night.
the 2nd and long. Receiver comes back to the football. What a throw and catch for the 1st down for Memphis to keep the drive going. Inching down the field. White. Look out, he almost ran Tarking in his way into trouble, and down he goes for the 8th time. Juan Manjares again. This guy big with a candle in it.
Olivia has eaten all of that. There's none left.
Coatsy breaks a tackle, and then a turnaround and a great play made there defensively by Lewis to keep Coatsy from getting any additional yards. Patterson's a quality kicker, and the sophomore has his longest of the season at 43 yards. And
Eventually in the title game, and so now they're going to have to lick their wounds and get right once again.
This was an epic win for Tulane tonight. Our thanks to Rogers Redding, too, tonight for being here. Rogers, thank you so much for your interpretations. Love having you. It's a real treat. Thanks to our crew back at home as well, and all around New Orleans for everything they've done for us this evening. A significant victory for the Green Wave. Can this be the year they get off the bull schneid and they make an impact? Chris Ball, the defensive coordinator, a great friend of Willie Fritz, as he told us, showing some great sportsmanship as well.